Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, this video reading is inspired by TRG and her excellent work. Thank you very much. She went over the interview and the interviewer of Meghan Markle with this bizarre Bazaar photo shoot that they did for Megalodon, shoving her in our face yet again with her hideous, hideous pictures. And the question at the end of the video, towards the end, was why? Just why? Obviously, the deep state's behind everything Harry and Meghan do, but this latest stunt of trying to pose her in haute couture again. First, she did the Balenciaga, and now with the new moon yesterday, of course, you had to expect she would be coming out with something around all the new and full moons. And of course, we had the new moon on November 20th. And the story is still ongoing. This hideousness appears. And, see her attempting to look now, TRG said she looks, and everyone's saying basically she looks androgynous. But and I agree. I mean, she always looks androgynous. How many times I can't count the number of times I've said man shoulders, man hands, man feet. Everybody says it, right? So, I mean, that goes without saying. And of course, we know that androgynous is the style as well as Satanism in the in the fashion industry. But what struck me the most is how horrible she looks. I mean, she literally looks dirty. Her face looks dirty. It looks like there's specks of dirt on her forehead. Like normally they touch up pictures, right? Even just a little bit. Kardashians do it for sure. Uh they didn't touch up anything. If they did, they made it worse. I mean, her skin looks mottled, as it looks all grainy and gross and dirty. It just Uh, her skin looks hideous. It looks like they touched up her chest. The chest looks smooth. Normally, it looks always bump, but her face just looks horrible. There's really terrible skin there. And she's posing now. H.G. Tudor says that she's the type of narcissist, somatic narcissist that thinks that she is beautiful, and that's why she goes around wearing what she does. And she must think she looks good because I can't forget that trip to Nigeria where she wore these awful outfits that looked horrible on her, and she's prancing around smiling, so proud of herself. So I mean, she must think she looks good in these pictures, but you would think for a normal person or anyone with eyeballs could look at these pictures and say, "Oh, no, no," you know? So that's what I'm trying to figure out here is why. Why are they doing this? Why is the deep state doing this with her? I mean, yeah, they're doing the usual, Megalodon copying Princess Diana again. Um, but even so, uh, why? What's the point? Um, you can see that I found interesting, or what seems to me is, see Diana poses. Diana was a very fit, worked out a lot, did yoga, I believe. And allegedly, Megan claims she did, but she probably really didn't. And because you can tell just by the way they're sitting right there, how much better shape. Now they're supposed to be around the same age, I think. Diana, well, actually, Megan's older. She's always been older, but you can see how Diana, the way she has her feet, and how closely Diana is able to pull her legs to her. So obviously, Diana was very fit, very flexible. And you can see Megan trying to imitate her pose, and she can't pull her legs up as far as Diana did, and Megan can't put her feet flat. Because obviously, Diana on the left, she could probably stand up from this position without any trouble. If you're in really good shape, and we're all supposed to be able to do this, even though I have to put a hand down myself, but you're supposed to be able to stand up without putting your hand on a table or anything. You're supposed to just be able to go from sitting to standing, and that's will tell you if you'll live a full life, right? live to old age. And Diana definitely could do that. You could just tell by the way she's sitting there in that picture, the way she's able to pose like that. And on the right, you can see how in bad shape Meghan is compared to Diana. She's obviously not um, as fit and working out the way Diana did. I mean, Diana looks so much healthier. She's like a picture of health on the left, while on the right, you've got the Ozempic face and body falling apart and just looking trashy and dumpy. But I mean, so much copying of Diana with everything and not uh, doing it well, just looking like this gross, demonic, you know, disgusting imitation. Megan just looks really ugly in these pictures. She really does. It's gross. Her face looks dirty. I just can't. But yeah, this she cannot even imitate Diana either. It's she's not even as fit. So just putting that out there is that's what stuck out to me in that picture. But anyways, as TRG pointed out, the Bazaar is a lefty magazine. The writer of the article was a Marxist communist, um, radical, and so these are all deep state actors. And so the only question is why? What's the deep state up to this time? Is it just to harass us? Is it provoke us? And because they want the hate speech to push for censorship. What is it? What is she trying to do now? Now, one thing TRG mentioned is that Meghan is targeting 12 to 13-year-olds, and 12 to 13-year-olds do recognize Diana from the Princess Diana Awards. You can see young people, even at that age, are very well aware of who Princess Diana was and admire her, and know she was that princess. So that could be part of it. But let's take a look. Is that what it's about, or what is the deep state up to by pushing Megalodon, the ugly, grubby thing here? Why are they putting her on the cover of Bazaar with yet another interview? And by the way, after that orb business, it was suggested to me, I think by Deb. Thank you, Deb, for suggesting to sage everything, and that's what I've did. This whole place has been saged, top, bottom, up and down, left, right, everywhere, to avoid that. She got me scared. I'm like, oh crap, orbs could be a bad thing. I don't want to deal with that. So there we go. No orbs. Hopefully, keep an eye out. Let me know if you see an orb that I miss in the future, so I can make sure to fumigate the place again. Get the sage out all over. I don't like using it too much because just it's stinky. You know what I mean? But yeah, if it needs to happen, I have it on standby. I have it ready to go. I have my emergency sage next nearby, so it's not a problem to do. So, anyways, let's look at deep state. We got a sage for the deep state. I bet y'all need a sage after this one. What are they trying to do? What's the message here from deep states? Like they're not like to let us know they're not going to stop with their megalodon. One thing about the globalists, deep state, same difference to me, is that they like to harass us. They like to irritate us. They like to distract us, of course, but they just really like upsetting us. That's why they put their little WEF videos up and their little Cop 30 videos up. They just love upsetting people. They love doing things to upset us. That's why they did the George Floyd psyop. That's why they did all the other psyops that they do to upset people, because that's what they're Satanists, and that's what they need, that loosh. They want that loosh. So they've always got to do stuff to upset people. They can't just let you live in peace. Oh, no, 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 no. They've got to harass the F out of you while they're trying to bring in their new world order, digital currencies, and all that stuff. So they want to, with the everything, so it's always about. So Meghan, of course, they love that everybody hates Meghan. They love it. They feed off of it. Oh my gosh. And they love doing it. They're like, oh, are people still irritated by her? Bring her out again. And it's the same way. Now, remember, it was Katie Couric who was on the Aspen Institute. Katie Couric, who's just as evil as Harry and Meghan. She was the one at South by Southwest who said, oh, Meghan, tell us the story about the dish soap commercial. Knowing full well everybody is sick to death of that story. She purposely did that to instigate people again. That's what these Satanists like to do, like Kitty Kourick, and Harry and Meghan. So, anyways, and all the other globalists they work with. All right, sorry about that. I'm ranting now. So let me see. What's the deep state up to? What are they trying to do with Megalodon? We get lots of cups. It's they just want to upset us, right? Or is it something else? And what caused this? What caused them to bring out Megalodon with her little ugly, ugly pictures, trying to look like a supermodel? What were they expecting? They doing next? Would they not want? How does the deep state see Megan now? How do they see her? Liability or an asset? What are they hoping for with this crazy photo shoot? And what's going to happen in the long term? Let's find out. Why is the deep state putting Megalodon and Bazaar looking like some kind of model or attempting to? The world's ugliest model. Why, oh, why are they inflicting that upon us? And all girls who look at the magazines. If any of them still do nowadays, I don't know. They're all on social media and TikTok, if you ask me. But anyways, why are they doing this? Let's see what the cards show. General situation. Oh my goodness. She came right out there. You see that? General situation, why they're doing this, and the Queen of Wands with her black cat doing her witch work. Definitely get a witchery vibe from Megan with this one. Obviously, trying to make herself look good. It's all about her as usual, but I definitely, the cat sticks out to me here with the witchery going on. I love black cats. Oh, and temperance reversed. Being out of control. Major arcana on the world stage. And I think trying to outdo Catherine again as well. I get this kind of being disturbing to the other side of the family there, and um, her unhealthiness too. They wanted to portray her in her unhealthy self. It was intentional to put her out looking, uh, unhealthy like that for some reason. The bottom of it all, sun reversed. Secretive power move. The power is behind her. Of course, Alcius is just getting a lot of attention, just putting the spotlight on her, and not in not flattering way. I mean, the spotlight's always on her, but this was really over the top. She's done interview. All Harry and Meghan ever do are interviews, right? They have nothing to talk about. It's always interview, 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 interview. Two of the most insignificant, insufferable, uneducated, offer nothing to humanity but the interview after interview after interview. So here we go. Bottom of it all. Oh, there it is. There's the cups. Cups coming out, and very unhappy 5 of cups. There you have it. So the bottom of it all is they want to upset people, want to depress you, want your loosh, and they want you unhappy. They hate that you're happy Trump's in office. It's like I was saying about Gavin Newsom. He was all upset and ranty and raving. It's like, it's good. If they're upset, that's good. And they want to upset us because I'm asking about why they're doing this megalodon photo shoot thing. And they do want to upset people. They do want to get that loose and whatnot. So what precipitated this? What instigated this? Oh, Empress reversed. Losing all that support, losing all they don't have anything else to do with her. There's nothing else. She's the non-mother, right? The Empress reversed. And of course, they're trying the anti Princess Diana. She's the anti mother, the anti Princess Diana as well. She's the trashy one, the disgusting one. Yeah. So that was also a part of it, of course. Too. They wanted to, somehow And that's a weapon too, how she imitates Princess Diana. People keep saying it's to brainwash Harry, yeah, keep him under control, but I think it's also just to attack William and Catherine again, because William's gonna see this and know about it, and so he's gonna be it's an attack on him, and I see in this case, a lot of that going on. I see a lot of attacking the royal family with this one, or particularly William and Catherine. But what were they expecting from this coming out? Oh, 5 of swords. Oh, yeah. They were like, "Take that. Ooh, look at that. 5 of cups, 5 of swords." They wanted this was definitely trying to upset people, attack them, and they wanted people this is what, they expected everybody to come out and attack and to criticize but viciously, not just talking about it, but they wanted people to really react and say things online that they could turn around. Again, the hate speech thing, they want people to come out and give them reason to censor you, give them reason to put you on a list. Now, I mentioned in the last video, they're coming out now with this algorithmic pricing. So the cost of your groceries are going to depend on what the AI algorithm thinks of you, and you don't know what AI is using. Okay, so everything we post can and will be used against us in your pricing of your groceries. So I think that's also part of the attack here, in my opinion, is uh, even if they don't deplatform you or censor you, they will use this to attack you, you know. And this algorithmic pricing is what they are using um, to bring in, the system, the New World Order system. So just in case you're not familiar, like with this article, and people are posting about it online, about New York passes law governing personalized algorithmic pricing. And it goes into how it's determined by your personal data. The AI determines how much you should pay. And it's going on. And in New York, at least, they alert you to it. But who knows if others are? You can't be sure. So you'll never know when you're on Amazon or wherever whether the prices you're getting are different simply because so, keep an eye out for that, compare notes. But I kind of see this as, a sneak attack too. They may be expecting that um, using any what they call hate comments that may affect you, and you wouldn't even be able to defend yourself because it's not like they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you they're using it, but they're not going to tell you how they come to the determination of what your price should be. Yeah, and you are supposed to accept it because it's AI. AI knows better than you, don't you know? I shouldn't laugh because that's the reality of this insanity, anyhow, in my opinion. So, what are they afraid of or not want with this Meghan Markle thing? Ooh, 3 of Wands reversed. They're running out of ideas of what to do with her. They're secretively working together. They don't want people to know deep state's involved, obviously. She has her team with her PR she's had from the very beginning. But it's really, not much more they can do with her, right? She's pretty useless. So, they're running out of ideas here. They don't want people to see the fact that this is conjured up by them and that they are creating this to try to create a PR with the wands. I always say that's, PR kind of trying to puff her up in the media there. So what are they hoping for with this? Ooh, a 7 of Cups reversed. Yeah. So more, overwhelming people, getting them to emotionally react, more cups, confusing people excessively. See that as excessive reversed. They do want people, of course, responding online. I often see this as an online card, getting her attention, selling more garbage online. So how do they see Megalodon? How does the deep state actors and globalists see her right now? Oh, look at that. Queen of Cups reversed. The anti-Diana. There it is. Yeah, they say she's a hot mess, selling alcoholic. That's probably why her skin looks so bad. Um, yeah, I see the Queen of Cups reversed. Of course, somebody who's abusing could be an alcoholic, and I kind of get that with the Temperance reversed as well. That they can see she's going off the deep end with the substance abuse, and they're trying to rein it in a bit. And perhaps they're hoping that she sees how bad she looks, that she'll do something about it. One facet of this. Um, they put a lot of effort into MK ultraing her. They wanna keep their asset going, and it doesn't help if she's drinking every day, as we've heard. She's been rosé all day for a while now. Now she's 2 bottles of rosé all day. So yeah, I think I'm getting a louche. That they want our louche, but Megan's a lush, and they're trying to get louche while dealing with the lush. So that's what's going on here as well. Trying to pump up the narc and try to get her motivated to do more obnoxiousness. So what's going to happen next following this? Oh, getting back to work. So I do see that this will, of course, inspire Megalodon. She loves this, and it is going to inspire her to try to do more activities to boost herself out there and with the fashion. So I think it's to pump her up and motivate her as well. And they are going to continue working together. And in the long term, wah wah, Knight of Swords reversed. Oh, something's ending. Something's being threatened, perhaps destroyed here. This project, I think that it's going to be a big fail, and it could get, you know, someone's not ending well here. Disaster and threats. So again, this could be threatening people with the online and taking them down, and but also more serious threats because this is going to be political as well. With her and Harry now, they're doing the "You're just like Diana," and we all know what happened to Diana. I'm just saying, this could be kind of dangerous, and we get with the Five of Swords up here, which is also like you better do what we say. We're gonna bully you, the bully here. Yeah, so I see that they're struggling also working with her and doing something with her. Um, but they see she's a hot mess. But they gotta keep working this racehorse until they tire of her, and then they'll probably just take her out. Yeah, things don't end well when you work with the deep state. Let me tell you. Yeah, so this was to pump Megalodon up though. They're and in an effort to get her off the bottle, I think. And also, of course, to bother us. Oh, and there's Lulu. Lulu saying hello. Hello. Yep, visiting again. Yeah. Yeah, I think that they know that they're in trouble with her. She's a mess and messing everything up. And I think they're again, like I said, she's not handling things well, and she knows Harry goes back to the UK, and she has nothing to offer, and she's not getting any that USAID money. Not much for her to do. Yeah, yeah. So it's a little boost for her, and also to upset us. Definitely the mission. And this nasty, gnarly woman posing her as a supermodel, a big satanic haha joke. Yeah, so I got a dual purpose in this. They do want to continue working with her until the end, which maybe the way things are going for Megalodon, maybe sooner than she thinks. Anyways, there you have it. That is what I see. Why Deep State put Megalodon with a photo shoot and a radical writer together to boost her yet again in the media. So I hope you found this interesting. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.